thanks for checking out the first two Nominee CD. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember,
Yeah, it's almost going to be me.
hey, thanks for checking out the first two Nominee CD. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember,
like everything's set and ready. So with that, all we're missing now is to make sure if we're getting any transmissions at the moment.
Incoming transmission to the righteous absolution. Captain to the
Well,
bridge.
thanks for the heads up, Maya. I guess that's usually it. So, with that in the moment, I gotta say this. Welcome aboard the Twitch broadcast ship, the Righteous Absolution. Top the line ship for all your streaming needs. And hello there, Zulio. I'm the Trojan Virus, TCV for short. And as you can tell, we are getting ourselves ready to continue on in our for Pokemon Shield. And as you know, we're almost, I think, 9 days away before the release of Pokemon ZA, which, by the way, I pre-ordered. So I got that ready. But, to give an example in a TLDR, to give a recap of the whole story, we are Giacomo Crawford, the kid from Paldea, the trainer from Paldea who's traveled to the Galar region to complete. After successfully beating the gym challenge, becoming Galar's new champion, we decided to travel to the Isle of Armor, in which we participated in Master Mustard's challenge. With that, we've managed to get a Cubfu, now an Urshifu. And hey, Larry. Oh boy, we're in an ad break. Crud. Well, I'll think of something. I'll improvise about this, but, hopefully I did not anticipate, but you know how ad breaks are. They're annoying as hell. But, again, recap. We're Giacomo Crawford of Paldea. We beat the gym leader challenge. We're taking the challenge of Master Mustard that got our Cubfu into Urshifu. And now we're basically ready to take on the final challenge before we leave. So, before we get this ready, let me get my card, and I want to get this ready and steady because, spoiler alert, I do not want to start this while we're in a commercial break. So once we get that ready, we'll do everything well. As for me, I'm doing myself fine. Kids with me. Basically did my morning gym and all that other such, and got to watch a little bit of scammers getting owned by hackers. And that's one thing I have to admit. Right, once we get to 10, I'm going to get ready for the introduction. I usually hate this kind of crap because usually I should have delayed it before, but hey, you know how these are. And for those there, welcome back. Let's get ourselves steady, and I'll get myself prepped with my new thing. Alright. And let me get in character. There we are. And now, the Master's Last Trial and the Frozen Crown. And with that, let's get ourselves ready. Yes, I was playing this game a bit because I was off-stream farming for mushrooms. What type of mushrooms, you ask? Well, we'll figure this out, but hey. Well, it's time for us to basically take on Master Mustard's final challenge. Want to give your Pokemon a max soup? Mais oui. I think the last one we need to give is we already gave Rooties. Time to give Gendy's the last one. You'll be capable of Gigantamaxing. I'll use 3 clusters of max mushroom to make the max soup. Is that alright? Mais oui. There we go. Now we're able to Gigantamax. While we're here, we better get ourselves ready. Zap wrong. Let's get ourselves ready, because if we're going to basically surpass Master Mustard, we need to make sure to prove it. Let everyone do well, because I'm going to make a surprise if otherwise. Oh, hello. Root looks like he took a beating. Alright, now that we got ourselves ready, let's move. Let's do this. I think we better plan our moves first, so use you. Here I know will be our last trump card. Better yet. There. This should help us out the beat. Let's go. And anyway, over the table, I'll try to do my best to be my best Master Mustard. Oh! Are you ready for another battle with little old me? That's what I like to hear. Then let's mosey on over to the battleground. One more thing. I don't do Uncle Slaps. You know, I've been thinking more and more these days about how fortunate we were have you to join the dojo. Ah, merci, Monsieur Mustard, or Master Mustard. Even if it was by mistake at first. I can't thank you enough, Giacomo. It's been a while since I've been so excited. I can feel my blood burning and my heart just dancing with anticipation. I can't resist a battle against a worthy opponent, no matter how old I get. Now then, let's get things going. This is the most fun time in the world. We are challenged by Dojo Master Mustard. Mian Shao. Root. You wouldn't know what to do, Root. It's been a while since I faced such a strong opponent. My blood's boiling over. Time to see exactly what all this training has made you of. Very well. Root, release seed. Damn. Let's it again! Let's kick! Oh, you aren't kidding. Let that be a reminder. A single slip could cost you everything. I see. And a critical hit. Haha, seems like victory smiles on me today. Well, no matter, at least I know what type you're using, and if you're using a blaze kick, I know which one to use to deal with. Cyrano! Alright, Cyrano! Sparkling Aria! Not bad. But not good enough. Cyrano! Sparkling Aria! No matter. That did some damage. Alright. He's about to send out a Luxray, eh? I need to choose a Pokemon wisely for this. Can't really risk using that, so Zaprong should do well. Return, Cyrano! Zaprong! Not bad. Either way, I need to think of something how to deal with. I know. Zaprong, Fire Punch! Not bad. Alright. Zaprong! Look kick! Well, this ain't good. And we'll have to do our best. Oh, Cyrano! Cyrano! Moonblast! Carving Knight, eh? Then I know another one I'll have to use. Return Cyrano! Go Gendy! At least I know his Pokemon are tough, but either way... Gendy! Pyro Ball! Hopefully that should do some damage. So you got your fundamentals down pat, but that low won't cut it. Gendy, watch out for that bread bar! Not bad. Either way. Throw ball again! Well, that worked out well, at least. Nice job, Gendy! Alright, let's see. Gendy's now 7D, that's for sure. About to send out Rock. This one is definitely... This one will definitely have to be a Cyrano fight. There we go. There we go. Come on, Cyrano. Sparkling Aria. Man, that's got to hurt. Either way, Sparkling Aria. Come on, we can deal with these. Urshifu's level 72, this is good. Komodo, eh? I'm definitely not switching out of that one. Alright. Cyrano, Moonblast. Deal with that Komodo. That take care of E. Urshifu, huh? And it's now our time to basically do these. Alright. Swap out. Before we do, we will fight with basically what I have. Kifu. My skills are only getting sharper, trying to get captivated by my might. So he too has an Urshifu. This one is a different style, I think. But it's time to show them what we can do. Alright. Urshifu. Max Airstream. Now become the gigantic fist that breaks your opponent, as one would have smashed through a board. Can Gigantamax too? Either way, come on now, Shifu. Time to Gigantamax ourselves. This is going to be interesting. Max Knuckle! Oh no! Maybe that should work out well. Looks like he's boosting his attack power. Urshifu, Max Airstream! Alright. I think I know what I can do next. Max Airstream again, Urshifu! He's gonna use another Max Knuckle, that's for sure. Urshifu! No, Urshifu! Alright, no matter what, I'll deal with these. Go, Delia! Alright, Delia, you know what to do. Finish it with a bread bar! Let's see if you can withstand the move. Show me what you're made of! No! no matter what, you forgot one thing. Delia Prepper! He survived it? Mon Dieu! That is no ordinary Pokemon! Alright, Cyrano, you know what to do. Looks like he doesn't have much of any speed anymore. Alright. Finish it! Moonblast! Poison Jab! I am not losing to him! No way! There is only one way I'm going to deal with these. I'm going to have to put in a counter for this. If I can't beat him directly with power, the only way I'm going to beat him is through Outlast. It's faster and more tougher, but no need to worry about that. The trick is less to do that and more to stall. Alright, now one last thing. So all he's doing is just sweeping. That's all he's attempting to do. But that's the strategy. The strategy is not to fight, it is to basically outlast. Hopefully it should work. That's all of the movies. To outlast him. What's he going to do? Iron Head. So he knows what he's doing, eh? Very well. Hopefully that should work. Surging strike, huh? Not much of a worry. Oh, never mind. Either way, I need to figure out. Lucky for me, this plan should work, hopefully. Alright, Gendy, you know what to do. This is a gamble, but hopefully it should work. Gendy, quick attack! Strength ebbs and flows in an endless cycle. One moment you grasp it, the next it slips from your hand. But the strength you have now is the strength that lets you defeat me. It's unwavering. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. Haha, I held absolute nothing back, and yet you still defeat me. The apprentice surpasses his master, a true moment of pride for the master. You deserve a very special league card from me. Master's rear red. It seems I will have to redo my own training from scratch. Oh, darling, did I hear right? You actually lost? Ah, so you all came. You know, I can't resist seeing you get all serious about battles, you cheeky thing. You look utterly dashing, darling. Oh, but look at me getting all distracted. You were amazing, Giacomo. Looks like we have to have some mac soup tonight to celebrate. I knew you were just a new student. I think I'll call you Master Newbie from now on. Well, I'm not surprised one bit, Giacomo. I knew you'd win. You were fabulous too, Urshifu. Giacomo. How should I put this? I thought mayhaps I should offer my congratulations. But I won't, honestly. I don't see why I shouldn't be celebrating anything. I will admit, I do feel a bit better. I couldn't hold a candle to a trainer who defeated the master at his full strength. But next we meet on the field of battle, it'll be I who will take the victory, in a fair fight no less. I don't think I'll lose if ever you do that, Avery. You've got quite the attitude, though maybe not as bad as mine. Well, at least he's aware of his own flaws. Well, that wraps up the last of the training here at the Master Dojo. Oh, Master, I see you're back to normal. Giacomo, I hope you'll come by and have more battles with me from time to time. It makes us both stronger. Just so we're ready for when the time comes. Oh, don't worry. You'll find out what I'm talking about eventually. Anyway, let's head back, shall we? Like one big family. Yeah! And of course, that is the end. That is the end of the Isle of Armor. The closure of one story and the beginning of a second. I can't believe you're the master, even when he was serious. Giacomo, you might be able to tackle the dojo's most grueling type of gym training ever. Restricted sparring. You have the courage? Let me know. Restricted sparring, eh? Let's see, are our Pokemon okay? Oh, good, good. I think after that, we're going to need a little bit of a celebration. I think the next part we'll be heading to looks like a new location. Either way, I said we need to get some of our Pokemon a bit stronger, it looks like, before we head off. Lucky for me, I got a bunch of these. There we go. We'll give these to some of our weaker Pokemon at least. There we go. Last one. There we go. Zaprong is now back up. Perfect. Now we can move on. But how's everyone doing anyway? I'm glad everyone's doing ourselves well. And the Krabbies are out. But to think there's a big whalelord over there. Huh. Maybe I should be able to head out and take a look. But for now, let's get... I believe there's a certain area that's calling our name. Here we go. Next stop. Let me see. Your current progress of the art is 140 Pokemon, 73 caught. Whoa, what a talent. Either way. Welcome to Pokemart. Let's see what we can buy at least. Do come again. What station would you like to head to? Well, let's head over to Wedgehurst. Alright. When do you like to go today? Yeah, let's head over. Maybe we can get ourselves healed up a bit. And maybe a change of outfits to boot. Not to be back home, at least. Well, not home, I mean back here. Home is Paldea, not really here, but I guess you could say Galar's like a second home to me. Anyway, let's get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do. We get some good Pokemon at least. Alright. Apparently, before we left to the Isle of Armor, someone said that I could head to something called the Crown Tundra. Well, why don't we head over there? I want to take a peek. Would you like to go today? It's the Crown Tundra, I believe. Never been to that area. Oh, it's also a south of Wedgehurst. Huh. That's sweet. Interesting. The Crown Tundra. So this is it, huh? I've never been there. Hmm. Uh, this must be your first time in the Fakao Tundra, am I right? I'm researching the Pokemon biology around here. A number of ancient and rare Pokemon have been spotted in the Crown Tundra, you see. If I update your Pokedex for you, will you help me research what species appear here? Nelly, your Pokedex is being updated. The Crown Tundra Pokedex has been added to your Pokedexes. Huh. You're best to complete your new Crown Tundra Pokedex. It's been a while since I came back home, but it seems like a lot has changed. It's a lot colder than I remember, and there are so many rockish Pokemon wandering about. How bad can this be? And oh crap, this is cold. But wow. This is snowy. The last time I remembered was the only place I remember was Montenerva. To think this is a chilly place. Come on, Dad, lay off and quit following me already. I'm gonna go on a Dynamax adventure in the Max Lair, and I don't need you breathing down my neck. I'm here to battle loads and loads of rare Dynamax Pokemon. Don't you fret. I know somewhere is way more fun than that musty old place. Get ready for loads of quality time with the coolest dad ever. What a generous and totally unwanted offer. Afraid I have to say no thanks. Who are those two? Hello? Come on, Nia, be reasonable, or get ready for get ready to be ultra mega embarrassed. As I unleash a noble roar of dad. Yeah, I'll take a hard pass on that, thanks. Excuse me, hello. Yes, you, the boy over there. My dad is stubborn as steel and he won't leave me alone. Back me up, would ya? Okay, monsieur. Brilliant, you have a great time with this geezer then. Now hold on, lad. Can't say I approve of you butting in blindly. But I'll give you a Tronson this young lady here ought to see reason. The name's Peony. Brace yourself. I'm pretty ferocious in battle. Oh, I'm ferocious too, sir. We're challenged by Peony, huh? A Caparaja, huh? Oh shit, that's a root. Either way. Haha, aren't you a brave one picking a fight with a one-time gym leader? One-time gym leader, eh? To switch out Pokemon just in case. Ah, I know what I'll use. Alright. Turn, Root. Bad choice, but hey, go Gendy! Oh, that's got to hurt. Either way. Ow. Caparaja's getting better too, but no matter to worry. We know what to deal with. Gendy, Pyro Ball! Not bad. Not bad at all. But watch out next time it's my turn. There won't be a next time, sir. Little reminder, you're talking to a two-time champion. It's a Kalos League. Come on, yo. An Aggron, eh? Alright, I know what I'm going to be using for this one. Gendy, you did good. Oh, Urshifu. Deals tough as they come. The more it hits, it takes, the more Ultra Mega determined it gets. He's sending out an Aggron. Either way. Alright, Urshifu, Wicked Blow. Nice job. Body press, eh? Oh, that's got to hurt. Oh, yeah, that's a fighting type move. Ow. Either way, you're going to get wrecked. Alright, Utsifu, now that you tenderized him, finish it off with some close combat! The end, Urshifu! That should take care of that guy. Not bad. Zaprong and others have did well. Guess it's not my place to be bragging. Look at me taking a thrashing from a youngster like you. Huh? My darling doll has disappeared. Where have you gone, my sweet Nia? Darling, are you sure sweet is the word? I would more say bitter or toxic. Of course, my Nia's the sweetest, darlingest daughter a daughter could ask for. I brought her here out so we could go and have a proper father-daughter trip. First one in ages. And now that we've gotten here, she grabs the first trainer she finds, makes him a decoy, and she legs it. That's my dear Nia for you. That's just her backward way of showing her Papa loves her. She loves him. Must be. Either way, it's a weird way to basically show affection in my book. That type of girl she is. Ultra mega charming, isn't it? Still, without her, I can't start our adventure of the legendary spots I planned for us. She mentioned she wanted to have a gander at some place called the Max Lair, didn't she? Sounds to me she wants a good old Papa to chase after her. Well, she need worry. I'm not one for wasting time. Which means it's time I gotta move on. Cheers for a fine battle. I'll be seeing you later, lad. Take care of those strong Pokemon of yours. I have to say, they are the most weirdest people I've ever met. Ooh. Let's see what Pokemon we get here, is my curious question. Let's see. At least we got some basic stuff. A Milcyberry. An Asper and a Milcyberry. Maybe I'll try to do one of those, but let's take a look what we got ourselves. Detress, Lepas, Aspers, and Mistleberries. An Ultra Ball shall do well. Only question is, where should we go? Hey, Hey! What are you? Hello? Oh, there it is! That must be... Aha! This must be the Maxer that Neil was talking about. It means my darling daughter is in there right now having a giggle with some rare Dynamax Pokemon. Oh, it's you again. Well, kid, you ought to come as well. Right, just hold on, Nia, my dear. Here comes Papa! I don't think that person understands that people don't want to be bothered. They wouldn't. That is one big mammoth swine. What are you? I think I know what we need to do. You are a... Alright, we're swapping you out. I'm not risking you getting hurt, Root. Oh, hello. We got a phone call. Hold on a moment. I'll be right back. Looks like I got a phone call. Hate to do this, but we have to do this.
Alright, there's a Stingmon. Another Stingmon. Yeah, like we need Insectoids. I don't need Insectoids, I just need... Oh, this is gonna be fun. Clip this if you have to.
Wrong
Micro protein supply.
Alright. Let's see. Either way, I guess we're gonna have to Thunder Punch our way. That's wrong. Thunder Punch! Just when we get another commercial break, too, so I have to pop this bait. And we overkilled it. I guess we don't know our own strength. Ah, well. Go here. That's interesting. These little doohickeys look a lot like the energy back at Hammerhawk. Hello? Please, sir, I can't let you. Oh, I think you can. My precious daughter's in there, and I'm going after her. I understand, sir, but... But what? I'm here to have an adventure. I want to kick it right off now. I simply cannot allow it, sir. Oh, there you are, lad. So you come after all, have you? Something's the matter? Nothing alright, but everything's the matter. The ultra mega numpty of a scientist insists on getting in me way. Numpty of a... I beg your pardon, sir. If you'd be so good as to simply listen, I could let you through. Dynamax adventures are quite fragile, fraught with peril, I'm afraid, and I have no patience for standing here. Listen to you rattle off in a fine print. Just going round in circles. You seem to know this, gentleman. Would you simply listen to my explanation? If so, I could allow you two to enter as a pair. Aha! Now you're talking. Go on, then. Let's hear what the good lady has to say. And we'll have to find little Nia together, right? Right? Alright, what you want? Are you ready to hear my explanation of the Dynamax adventures? Mais oui. Let's see what you got. That's what I like to hear, mate. I owe you one. Very well. I will proceed. The Max there is a labyrinthine underground cavern which rare Pokemon dwell, like the ones that normally not found in the Galar region. Form a team of 4 trainers and set off to explore the mysterious Max Lair. See if you can find the legendary Pokemon that said to wait to your deepest part of the usual den. Take part of a Dynamax adventure, you must borrow a single Pokemon to accompany you. Get things started by having each trainer select the Pokemon that will take them on their adventure. As you explore the den, you'll come across branching paths. Once you come across the Dynamax, it'll be time for a Max Raid battle. Catch the Pokemon, you can swap it in for the one you have if you think it'll help you press onto the depths of the den. So you know what that means, that's the old school, but since we don't have an internet connection, to avoid the risk of Galar particle overexposure, which can cause your own dear Pokemon to lose control, we have prepared Pokemon for you that are resistant to the particle's effects. Right, I follow ya. Saying we don't want Galar losing control. You don't want Galar losing control, so the Pokemon rent some particles, and we might have a rare overexposure. That's stunningly incorrect, sir. This is a dangerous place. Please make sure you have a firm grasp of the rules. We still have bad touch, lost, but that's the type of place it is, eh? Right, sounds like this is all a bit beyond me, so I'll just go on and get cracking. Here comes Papa, my darling Nia! Sir, no! I just told you it's too dangerous! What's going on with that man? He looks so much like Chairman Rose, but his attitude doesn't match Chairman's at all. Well, when you're ready to go chase him down, pardon me, I must ask you ready to begin your Dynamax adventure. Please let me know. I have to basically follow him. Fine. Provide you with dynamite or as a reward. I'll also let you keep one, just one of the Pokemon you catch along the way. Would you like to embark on a Dynamax adventure? Mais oui. Yeah, we better save our things, so we don't want to deal with the mustard battle, but hey, let's continue. Don't invite others. Here we are. Let's see, which Pokemon should we choose? I know. I'll take Altaria. Alright, so we got a few Pokemon to help us out, so let's see what we are gonna deal with. There's a strong water type reaction coming from the den. Alright, I think we'll go here first. This should help us out a bit, so let's see what they're going to deal with. A Hitmonlee! I was never expecting a Pokemon like that. Go Altaria! Let's see how this works. This Pokemon can deal damage, but we can't risk dealing, so... Either way, I'll have to fight with my own basis. Alright, Aldaria, Dynamax! And use Max Starfall! He should hopefully do well. Do not want to risk. Alright, Aldaria, we know what to you know what to do. Alright, that should do some damage against him. But I know this is going to be a tough fight, but we have to deal with the best we can. Max Flare, huh? Oh no! Wait, the Hitmon, the Ribombi survived. Alright, Hitmonlee speed fell. Either way, another Max Starfall should do well. Smart move, whoever used the Beware. Drain it. Nice job, that should minimize the damage. Either way, Altaria, another Max Starfall. He's gonna use Max Knuckle on who? On the Gastrodon, huh? At least the Hitmonlee is getting slow air, which is good. Again, another Max Starfall should do well. What guard, huh? Nice job on that. Either way, looks like we're done with these, so I don't need a Hitmonlee. That's 4. We got to find Peony at least. Alright. So it looks like someone replaced their Pokemon with a Hitmonlee. I'd say we go for grass. Let's see what we can deal with. I want to deal some damage and we can deal some good work. Because the next Pokemon we're dealing with is a Starina. Alright, then that will mostly be it. But we should have the advantage. So first things first. Oh, never mind. Alright, Starina. Time to... Oh, Queenly Majesty cannot... Oh, no. Okay, that works. Altaria, Heat Wave! Oh, so the Max Airstream. Okay, that ain't good. That is not good. Either way, Heat Wave again. That arena's causing problems. If we don't do something about it, we're gonna get ourselves in trouble. That should take care of it. Alright. Again, Heat Wave. Okay, that is not good. Yeah, we are not doing well, at least. At least that works out well. Good. Giants Arena. Someone really likes this battle, I bet. No! I do not want to be stomped on by a giant woman, if that's what you're insisting, Larry. It looks like, oh, that looks like someone replaced their Hitmonlee with something. I wasn't being specific. I know, I was just being cheeky. Let's see, which one should we choose? See, this one should do well. That's a Wishcash! That is one interesting Pokemon, but no matter, I need to deal with it. The question is, what should we do? How to deal with it? Either way, we better finish up. Alright. Time to Dynamax. I'm going to prepare a Max Wormwind against it. Alright, come on, Altaria. Dynamax. Besides, I'd rather want something like that as a Dynamax rather than that, because it's a giant cloud. Who wouldn't want to sleep on who wouldn't want a giant cloud? Either way, we got to finish up, so Call and Puff. Max Wormwind. That should definitely work. So next one, I believe the next we should do is Max Flare. Better yet, yeah. Max Starfall should do well. Come on. But yeah, Giant Serena, yeah. You gotta remember, this is, anyway, Larry, there's always a lot of funny giant Pokemon you run into. We did have a run-in with a Jinx, but not of the Dynamax variety. So there's a high chance we're gonna run into one of those. Okay, that should do well. Either way, finish it off with a Max Wormwind. Or just Draining Geese. And that should take care of the next Pokemon. We don't need him. Already have Barbitos, so no need to catch another Wishcash. Either way, it looks like we're almost ready. Oh, someone replaced one of their Pokemon with that. You encountered a backpacker. I share my supplies with you if you're in need. What item would you like? I think an expert belt would do better with these, I think. Alright, you decide to give Altaria the expert belt to hold. See, so everyone's got their thing. But what other Pokemon are we going to be dealing with now that we made it to the end of this den? A Suicune! What the hell is a Suicune doing all the way over here? We need to figure out something, but either way... Dragon Pulse that Suicune! This is not good. Alright, that should work out well. Come on. Nice job. Okay, Wishcash sprang up. That should go well. Now we just need to prepare for something. Nikki can Dynamax now. Eat. Either way, Dragon Pulse again. Max Mindstorm. God, this thing is the Dynamax Legendary. Okay, that's a smart move. That should confuse him, hopefully. Nothing. Alright, bounce. Nothing. Kid can Dynamax now. Alright, I need to think of something to deal with. Dazzling Gleam might do. Come on. Let's see the damage. Nice, whoever did that Suicune did well. Looks like we're in a commercial break. I'll have to take a break for now and get some hot air. Nice job on whoever's doing the damage. Critical hit. Alright, now that it's my turn. Alright, I'll be right back. So be right back until the commercial break is over. Okay, so now we know that that breaking the statues is the objective. Alright, now we know. The only other way would be to basically is to kill one of my own. Yes! 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 Yes!
How could you become an ideal man when you were never male to begin with?
Wait, are you basically...
Wait, what? Did I hear that right? He's not a guy?
I won't throw a tantrum. That accomplishes nothing.
Wait a minute, you're telling me now... Wait a minute! Oh my god! Naoto's a girl! Ideos mio! Una chica! Yep, that was a mind blower right there. Either way, I'm gonna be changing this. So first, Dragon Pulse, or Alright, either way, come on. Oh no, there goes that. Getting too strong, we better do something. Keep it up, we are almost there. Either way, I forgot to Dynamax. Dragon Pulse, come on! Okay, this ain't good. Okay, Suicune's Calm Mining. Huh, either way. Come on, you know what to do. There we go, haha! I better catch this one. Here we go. You are mine, Suicune. Go Premier Bomb. What? Good. We did it. Got a Suicune. Alright. Yo, and we got Dynamite Thor, huh? Nope. They're sending you to a box. Unfriable indeed. Oh, no one's still here. Hang on, I recognize ya. Are you here for the Dynamax Adventure 2? Wicked, great we're on the same wavelength. I'm Peonia. Nice to meet ya. What about you? What's your name? I'm Jack. My name is Jacquimo, madame. Wow, that's a perfect name for you. It really suits you. But why do I have a feeling I've heard that name before? From my sister. And my dad's on his way here too. I haven't seen him. He hasn't gotten turned around and wound up back at the entrance. Listen, sorry for using to distract my old man back there. He's as stubborn as a mud braid. Thing goes all right after I left. I believe so. What? You beat the old man? You sure pulled a blinder there. He used to be a gym leader, you know. Even on holidays, he was no pushover. You know, my dad was going mad with the excitement for this trip. Kept going on and on about it. He planned us to check out the local legends of the super intense adventure tour, as he calls it. But I mean, come on. What girl my age would be caught dead doing some naff stuff like that with her dad? Besides, I really fancy having more battles with Dynamax Pokemon. The thrill of battling one of those massive towering Pokemon. Just thinking about it gets me pumped. You know what? I just had a thought. You're a pretty fierce trainer. And bet you could handle taking my place on my old man's adventures? Maybe you should basically spend time with him. Oh, no need to worry. He can take good care of you, despite all the appearances to the contrary. He's so hyped up about this, it'll be a shame to leave him on his own. Who knows, you could end up running into a legendary Pokemon. How about I meet back up with you two after I've had my own fun time in the Max Lair? Go on then, enjoy your twosome tour of legends. Tell the old man the deal and all that. Weird girl. Either way, it looks like we made it back, so that's a good thing. Oi! The poor gentleman's been injured. After much kicking and screaming, I brought him back here. You alright, sir? Oh, it hurts. It ultra mega hurts. Nia, where's me darling Nia? Are you alright? Fine gentleman appeared to have tripped on a rock and struck his head. Adventures aren't to be taken lightly. I've learned that firsthand now. Firsthand, I mean. I was just checking to see if my little girl was behind some rocks, and look how I've ended up. Behind some rocks? Is your daughter a roly-poly, sir? Oh, I'm up. No little bump's gonna keep me down. That hip's got me feeling right as rain. How about it then, lad? Did you find my darling Nia? Yeah, I did, but, well, here's how it went. Huh, you don't say. So dear Nia's on set staying away until she had her fill of Dynamax Adventure stuff. She wants the two of us to go ahead and get cracking on the Grand Peony Adventure. You know, I burned the candle at both ends working out our best itinerary, the best for my dear Nia's sake. But I guess she's at that age where she doesn't want her old man tagging along all the time. Trying to press her into doing what I want to do probably won't win me any Dad of the Year awards. Right then, what's your name, kid? Name's Giacomo. Dear Giacomo, my name's Peony. Wait, have I already told you so? Also, I can't help but to think that your name is so vaguely familiar. Like my daughter just ended up talking about you. You know about her? Nice little girl. Lives all the way in Paldea. For those curious about the reference, yes, Peony is none other than Penny's dad. Alright, it's twice nice to meet you. You got Peony's lead card. Let's have ourselves such a smashing adventure that my dear Nia's be itching to join me in the fun. Yes, let's. Now then, it's Ultra Major, great response. Since I was hoping here, we're gonna have ourselves a real treat of a legendary Pokemon hunt. But it's decided. Now then, Giacomo. Let's go ourselves to Freezington. It's a town just short ways off. We're planning meeting for Peony's adventures. I'll fill in the details once we get there. I say let's reconvene post haste. Just pulling your leg. Can you imagine after you talk like that? That man is that I swear that family is weird. Besides, I might need to get somewhere warm. Before we leave, I might even have to show him. I see a lot of interesting Pokemon. Krynagal, the Bomasnows. These are Pokemon I've seen, but I really want to get my hands on that weird Pokemon I saw. You know, the one that looked like that was long-necked. They call it an Aurora. Cosmic Power, huh? Either way, we better move. Let's take some fun. Oh, that's an Audino. I've heard of those Pokemon. If I were to go, which way should I go? Ah, here we are. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a big tree on the other side. Freezington, Crown Tundra. Really old town, that's for certain. Hello, what we have here, another visitor? I am the mayor of this fair town of Freezington. I must say it's a surprise to have visitors arriving in and out of the way of town, one after another. Might you be here to learn about the legend of the King of Bountiful Harvest as well? I never really did, but I would love to learn about this King of the Bountiful Harvests. Never mind. It hardly bears asking. After all, there's very little otherwise to attract visitors in our sleepy corner of this region. Which is a bit shame, really. People come all this way to investigate what turns out to be mere fairy tale. But since you're here made the journey, I must offer you this Freezington specialty as a memento. A Freezington famed boat neck sweatshirt. It's a shirt embrazzled with the likeness of the King of Bountiful Harvests. I'm afraid it hasn't been sold quite well as we hoped. We got a fair number left over. The illustrations based on extremely ancient accounts of the king's appearance, hence his unusually sized head. But we thought we might design the touch to make it more hip, as they say. If you'd like to see what kind of king really looks like, I suggest you take a look at the statue over there. Field in the center of our village. By the way, while you're here at the Crown Tundra, feel free to let your lead Pokemon out of the ball and take it for a stroll. For now, then. Well, the man is pretty Oi! Oh, hello there. Oh, you aren't. Over here, Giacomo! Huh. I bet all this talk of adventures and such it's a statue of a Pokemon. It somehow feels as if it's missing something. It's a shame I can't really get in touch with others. It would be impressive to talk to other people. Like others. Let's see, hello. Aha, here you are. This pokey little place will be our lodging. But at the moment, it's also something far more important. Our base camp. I know, it's not much of a base camp, but it's still, we gotta give it a proper air. Important, have we? Now, enough faffing about, Giacomo. Let me tell you about what the Peony exploration team is after. Right here, we got a fair few strange mysterious legends. For example, a huge-headed Pokemon known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. Not to mention, a massive red chew where legendary flying Pokemon gather. Furthermore, the great hulking dot-faced giants that sleep in some ruins or something, etc. See what I mean? This place is bursting with juicy legends. We're not stopping until we found just how truth they got them. There you have it. We are the Peony Exploration Team. It's our grand, noble, magnificent goal. Of course, if I had my way, we'd be doing this with my darling Nia. But who knows? They're saying that even a chance of meeting can lead to a blissful relationship. So here's the Grand Adventure Expedition Chief Giacomo. Chief? Obviously. Look, what do you think would happen if the two of us went gallivanting off together? My dear Nia could come along for a grand emotional reunion and find this place empty. Just the thought of it, my own darling sitting alone in a room, pining for her papa. God, nope, not on my watch. I'm never letting it happen. So I'll be the hold down for the fort, Chief. Which means you got the pleasure of being the expedition chief, haha! Which brings it to me. Go on, have it. You got an expedition uniform. Oh, mon Dieu, this actually feels warm and toasty. I'm not really fond of the helmet, but yeah, I'm not going to be picky. Look at that, fits you like a glove. I bought some spare uniforms so my D and Nia would have a few to change into, so there's enough to give you one. And if you ever need a change or have a kip, by all means, head into the bedroom back here. I got some different colored scarves in there, so switch up your fancy a bit. Here, have these too. Legendary Clue 1. A clue about the King of Bountiful Harvest, written by Peony and an old photo attached to it. The King of Bountiful Harvest. Legend says that there's a fairy... Oh, damn it. I just missed it too quickly. Alright, number 2. Far, far in the giant's bed lies the temple where the giant stone sleeps. On the temple door it says, "Let the Pokemon have change 1." The door remains firmly shut. On the side of the snow slope side is the temple where the giant of ice sleeps. On the temple walk living in stall of snow. The door remains shut. Near the temple, let out note. Alright. Legendary Clue 3. This one, of course. When the sun reaches its zenith, it shines directly down upon the great tree and leaves the burns, where the legendary wings come to roost. These legendary clues I've made miraculously compiled for hours of dedication, telewatching. First off, want to look at the clue about the King of Bountiful Harvests. Sim the King's bond with a loyal steed, or what you call it run proper deep. So if I name the expedition, I call it the Sacred Bonds of Sovereign and Steed. There's a great big statue of it bang in the middle of the village, though the head isn't as massive as in my notes. You want to change back into your usual clothes? No, I'm keeping these. No need to change. Time to investigate legends surrounding the Crown Tundra. Aha, I've just got an idea. Here's something to help you out. A Master Ball. Another one, huh? This is supposed to be an ultra mega corker of a ball. Use it whenever you think you ought to. I got it ages ago from someone I used to know. Never could bring myself to use it, though. If you got a bit turned around, come back to base camp anytime. Can't miss it. Just look for the adventuring crew flag I stuck on the front. Handmade by yours truly. And I suppose, let the adventure begin. Have a smashing time out there. Well, what the heck is these? Oi, Chief. Me pillow's caught your eye, eh? Your pillow? Oi, listen here, Chief. I got some wisdom of impart. If you can put your head on it and have a kip, it's a pillow. Unfortunately, I went and left me favorite pillow back at home. So I went to have a look around town for something to rest me head on. And I found this on the out back behind the inn. Can I try it? Oh, come off it. You want to have my hand on my ultra mega comfy pillow? I think a lot. You can come from you, Chief. Huh? What's that? You think me pillow's got something to do with a legendary Pokemon? Gah! Ultra Mega, seriously? This is just some old thing I found. If you really want it, Chief, who am I to refuse? Alright, go on, then have it. But you better make sure you track that legend down. I swear that Here we go. And we got the wooden crown. Mysterious object made of wood. Part of it seems to be chipped. Maybe it's part to be something. Well, it looks like the photo said something about that, so... Well, we got ourselves an exploration, so let's start with the steed first. Then we can move on to others. It looks like there's a lot of other stuff we could explore. So maybe I can solve some of these legends first, so... But to be honest, it'll take a while. That's for sure. there's the statue. First things first, let's get that statue. Let's see what it is. Looks like the wooden crown could fit on the statue here. Yeah, why don't we? Maybe we could fix these up. Russell, work. There! That fixes it up. Wooden crown fits perfectly on the statue. Wow. Almost as though it's really talking to me. Wait, statues can't talk. But seriously, what the hell? Does it want you to follow it? Okay, this is new. Hello? Hello? Alright, it just says, it seems that the mysterious Pokemon wants to test your strength. Do you want to ready a Pokeball? I guess so. Rock crown! Alright, the Root, I know what we need to do. Either way, we need to deal with it, so first things first, Root Poison Powder! It doesn't affect him. Energy Ball, then! The Pokemon is Strange. If it is a Pokemon... So it must be it didn't do much damage, that means it must be a grass type. I know what I must do. Alright, the Root, return! Go Gendy! Deal with that Pokemon! Alright, Gendy, you know what to do. Bob. All right. Let's see what it means. We don't know what you are. Crown. Who are you? Eh? I can't really understand you. I'm sorry, Pokemon. Oi, what's up? I heard a big ruckus coming from over here. What's this now, Chief? What, were you having a Pokemon battle? Huh? What a massive noggin! What was this then? Ah! Ah, yes. A sturdy body, just as I expected. I hope you don't mind that I make use of it for a time being. Are you the Pokemon? Oh, I see you've addressed the situation already. Very astute of you. I am Calyrex. I am the one known as the King of Bountiful Harvests. I carved this man's body in order to thank you in person, so to speak. Indeed, there are no words to adequately express my gratitude towards you for restoring my statue. In days long past, I reigned over these lands as king. The humans offered me their loyalty and respect, and I was able to bring lush vegetation to the land and give them plentiful harvests, years after year. However, as it seems over many, many years, the people of this land have forgotten my existence. They used to make offerings to me every year, But even then, that tradition has since been lost to the ravages of time. You see, it is the fate of the people that grant me strength. And now I have ever lost all but a fraction of my former power. Even my loyal steed has abandoned me. However, you are kind enough to restore my statue. That act has returned some strength to me. At least enough to speak to you by borrowing this body of another. Now, kind-hearted human child, I have a favor to ask you. I must know once and for all whether people have truly forgotten about me. I wish you to speak to the villagers and ask them if they remember the King of Bountiful Harvests. I've tried asking them myself, you understand? But they treat me like some sort of fairy tale creature or flew into a mild panic at the sight of me. Please, kind-hearted human, I beg you to help me. Huh. Alright. Calyrex appeared once I placed the bountiful Calyrex only appears could speak to humans by talking over a person's body, peonies. In this case, I gathered the need to know information of the King of Bountiful Harvest from the people of the village. Let's see. The current time is famous carrots. Maybe you might be interested in getting some carrot seeds as a souvenir. Please, at least. Oh, quite enthusiastic one, aren't you? I must admit, these seeds are rather valuable to us. How about a trade? You bring me 8 pieces of dynamite, or I'll give you the seeds. Life is all about quid pro quo, whatever the phrase is. Alright, then we better take a look at what we got. Here we go. We got, how many dynamite do we have? Chain star. Let's see. Big bottle cap. Nope. We still need to figure out what to find, at least. So we got those. King's Rock, leftovers, black belt, muscle band. Nothing special here. Choice scarf, evilite, rocky herb. We got dynamite. Okay, we got enough for maybe one. Yeah, please. Dynamite ore. Oh, wonderful. That's plenty. Now we can bury the ore in our fields and make our crops huge. Here are the seeds as promised. Carrot seed. These are planted in the field. Don't go planting those seeds I gave you willy-nilly in the village fields now. These fields are for our own crops. King of Bountiful Harvests? I used to believe it was real, you know. I was told that if I made mischief in the field, the king would steal my body away. Pokemon King? Oh, sure, my gran used to tell me stories about it all the time when I was a kid. An old fairy tale, that. That's a little weird. Hello. Do I remember the King of Bountiful Harvest? Well, of course I do. It was the main tourist attraction of our lovely Freezington, after all. I imagine we would see more visitors if only the king were real. So we need to figure out what's more. The King of Bountiful Harvests? Well, if it exists, why don't they hear the land around the here so we can grow more crops for a change? Energy root. Seems, well, it looks like some of the people here might remember it. Oh, dear sir, I'm rather busy not doing nothing right now. You asked the people of Freezington about the King of Bountiful Harvest. Time to reply back to Calyrex. That's interesting to be exact, but it looks like we need to figure out something. Hello. Ah, human child, I trust you're able to speak to the villagers? So what was it? Did they say anything about me? They did, but they just said that you are a fairy tale. It's as I suspected. Nobody truly believes that I am real. It seems the people of this land have indeed forgotten the bond they once shared with me. Oh no, of course I'm not grieving. I am the King of Bountiful Harvest, after all. I know better than to count on humans to remember me. This proves beyond a doubt that I cannot simply rely on human fate if I want my powers to return. If only my loyal steed were to return to me, I could regain something for what I've lost. Your loyal steed? Yes, the four-legged Pokemon I used to ride all across the land. The very same Pokemon that my statue in the village has shown me riding. I thought in ancient times we spent many days together dashing through the valleys and over the mountains of this land. My people warned, as I was forced to part ways with, now I know where they might be. Even if we should succeed, my locating my loyal steed, I have my doubts of whether it has remained, well, loyal. I've lost so much power. Perhaps the villagers know something about my current not-so-loyal steed. I will be in your debt if you can speak to the head of the village on my behalf. If you're able to find any information at all, I ask that you let me know. Thank you. What? Oh, huh? Chief? What a massive noggin! Oh wait, no, it's normal. I must have fallen asleep when I stood. Sorry about that, Chief. Still, feels strange, like my body's not quite my own. Guess I'll head back to the base and get some rest. Sorry, it's freezing out here. Well, that is something interesting. I mean, no one's going to believe me if anyone told me. Let's continue. Hello. Hey, welcome. I got some lovely goods for sale. Oh, hello. Ooh, lava cookies. There we go. Some lava cookies and moo milk should do well. Let's talk to the village. Maybe I can figure a little clue about what we're dealing with. The mayor's not home at the moment. He went to have a look at the fields in the Giant's Bed. You can go look for him if you're in a hurry. The field in the Giant's Bed are southeast of the village. Go through Frost Point Field and keep on going to the left. Alright, thank ya. But at least now we know where to go first. Before we... So where are we heading? Footprints? The big Calyraxes? Huh? Yes, there they are! Those are exactly what I was looking for. I knew my hypothesis was spot on. What, Giacomo? Sonia, what are you doing here? What are you doing in a place like this? I could ask the same thing about you, Monsieur, Madame Sonia. I keep asking myself the exact same question. If I knew what I was going to be in this cold here, I would have thought about it a bit more. But here I am, stuck in the Crown Tundra, trying to learn more about the group of Pokemon. There's some Pokemon that prefer places where there are no people, you see. Pokemon that choose to live in isolation. Crown Tundra here is just a place for that sort of Pokemon. Theory's correct. I think a certain trio of legendary Pokemon could be lurking somewhere in the lands. I'm sure my theory's not wrong. You want some proofs? Look at these. See these footprints? You found evidence of the Iron Will Pokemon. That's 2% of the data needed to track it. My theory is that the legendary Iron Will Pokemon, Cavern Pokemon, and Grass Sign Pokemon are all somewhere around here, in the Crown Tundra. And there's evidence like that scattered all over the place that leads us to them. If we can find more evidence and collect 100% of the data needed to track these legendary Pokemon, then I bet we could use my Pokemon Finder to figure out what habitats they're living in. But this place is wicked cold. It's putting me in a hibernation mode. Are you planning to stick out here for a while, Giacomo? Think you can spot me some more evidence and then report to me what you find? I'll reward your hard work, of course. I've been waiting in the house, so I can stay warm and cozy. Maybe feel my fingers. So I can get a grip. So I can grip a pen, of course. So I'll be working hard on research. Oh, well, looks like we got my plates interestingly gonna be full. A timer ball, huh? Oh, hello. This is going to be cold, but you know. Let's see. There's a Magmar. This ecosystem is pretty impressive, to be exact. What the hell are you? Alright. This one looks like it's a little tricky, but I know how to deal with this one. You're a new one, so let's see what you are. Alright. Alright. Go quick, pal! Let's see what you are. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And looks like we got a Nidoran male. Nidoran male. Alright, now I remember. The Nidorans are Pokemon that usually are considered different species. Alright. Let's see what the Pokedex has to say. Pokedex entry found. Nidoran, the poison pin Pokemon. This small but brave Pokemon will hold its ground and even risk its life in battle to protect the females it's friendly with. There we go. That's one Pokemon found. Hey, it's another one here. Alright. Guess we got to catch another one, so... Wow. And... we got the Nidoran, so perfect. Good. Alright. Let's see. Entry found. Nidoran, the poison pin Pokemon. Female. It uses its hard incisor teeth to crush and eat berries. The tip of a female Nidoran's horn is a bit more rounder than the tip of a male's horn. Alright. There we go. So now we got the male and female, and oh boy. Let's see what we can get. An apricot and Patea. Oh, these ones giving me a ton of rare stuff. Nice. Continue on and see what we get. 10 items. Finally, some actual berries that are not really apricorns. Let's hunker down a bit for now. Before we proceed, we better hunker down and get some grub first. Or everyone's hungry after that. Looks like Delia and... Looks like Dirt Delia and, of course, our good friend, Gendy is having a chat. That Venusaur just silly. What are you two doing? Alright, looks like everyone's doing well. Let's prepare a meal. Alright, let's see what we can prep. Some burger should... Better yet... Let's add some pasta. And I think... we'll add 2 of these. 1 of these. Anga, Hondu, Galleon. Alright, I think I know what I can choose. Ooh. Turtle, Yache, Koba. Bitter flavor, dry and bitter. Let's see. Alright, this should do well. A good old spicy taste should do well. Let's see if it works. Time to make a meal. Alright, let's fire these up as per usual. Alright. Get the fire revving. Come on. Nice, it's nice and spicy. That's how you do it. Nice, and that fire should do well and get the dishes boiling. Now, anyway, hopefully this should do well. I want to make something that's decent. Hopefully not too Unovan spicy, but a nice little dish. As my great-grandfather Giacomo said, let's do this and get cooking. That's how you do a good dish, no? Anyway, that should do it, and hopefully everyone, a nice spicy dish should do well. So, of course, a spicy pasta curry. So let's see how well this works out. Well, we actually impressively did well with it. Well, we better get moving before we all take a nap. Everyone's doing damn well, that's for sure. Now, the Pokemon, let's take a look at the map. According to these... Nope, come on. Let's see. Right, so we have to head over here to Giant's Bed. So we're in the Giant's Bed. Alright, if I were a trainer, if I were someone, where would I be? Question. I see an Electabuzz. The Galvantula. This rain is really becoming a bit of a overwhelming. I'm not going to lie, for sure. A cracked pot. Whoa, hello. What? Your Nidoran. And a Revivaler, but we don't need those. Oh, hello. Alas, the field's no good. This field's no good either. Soil is barren. No crop could possibly grow here now. The land of the crown truly are beyond hope. Huh? Huh? What's this? Oh, you dear visitor, what brings you here? Huh, you want to learn about the loyal steed of the king of the bountiful harvest? Well, this is hardly a place for storytelling. Come to my home in Freezington. It's better to have a nice chat in the warmth after all. Please visit when you're ready. I'll be waiting. This is a little bleak, I can be certain for that. They're looking for lands to basically help out. There's a bloodstone. These. Something written on the old pedestal. You want to read it? Let's see. January 12th. Before long, the ruffian had bent its knees to the king and become its loyal steed. Our people's faith in the king grew firm and unwavering. Our ancestors built the temple around the sacred sapling atop the tall mountain to give the king a worthy home. Moreover, they crafted a set of reins so that the king command its proud steeds with ease. At least now we know that it's a steed and steeds. Nidoran. Oh, come on, run. A voucher of room service? And a bit of held in a move. Slower speeds when Trick Room takes effect. Ah, I see. What did we get here? Alright, 5. We got some Koba and Salak berries, so that should work out well. At least we got enough food I can prepare. Time to move. Whoa. Yet. Could we fly anywhere? Yep, Freezington. This should work. Alright, let's head over here. Maybe that'll help us out a bit. Looks like we got a commercial break, so I'll be right back. And I'll get myself ready, so be right back. I'm gonna get myself some water. You guys have yourself a bit of break too. Remastered.
Excellent fellow was last playing Pokemon Conquest. There he is, playing it now. Watch, he's going to accidentally fry his own teammate.
And of course, it's him. It's me watching a clip. Watching a clip.
Yeah, friendly fire, man.
What side are you on?
Anyway, yeah, Baller, thank you for following, by the way.
Me being stupid. What? See, look at this. I'm gonna imagine this. It would have been funny if someone clipped it. It's me watching a clip of Larry watching a clip of me. I've got a bad feeling someone's gonna make a clip of that, and next thing you know, it's just gonna be me watching a clip of. Sounds fine, thanks. So we got the password facility. So according to this, the password is 1234. That's the stupidest password I ever heard! It's like it's the type of password an idiot would have on their luggage!
What am I doing?
Peppy here! What are you doing, Fox?
Down on the
Release the
side!
spirit and get out of there! Peppy out!
Okay, I'm going.
Dang it, Peppy!
Let's see if we can do one more. Do one more. Oh, shit! Okay, that... Yep, that was
see all
me.
universes and timelines.
Yep, and that was me falling to my death and the clip from a zinger from there. So, I just noticed I didn't give any shout-outs. I'm sure some people are miffed, so... Let's give our usual shout-out. I know she's not here. Nexo Sparkle. She was playing Monster Hunter Rise. And, of course, I need to do the bloody thing. I have to refresh before we stream, so let's try again. Again. So, Nexo Sparkle. She was playing Monster Hunter Rise the last time, but of course she plays a lot of Pokemon stuff. It's a pretty good shiny hunter, better than what I do.
Oh, my burger is heavy. There it is! There it is! There's the shiny patch. Right there. There's the Shellos. Yes! Yes!
She got a shiny Celos, which I like, that's adorable. Next, of course, is our good friend, Lizard Guy. He's been playing, of course, retro games. And here comes a game break!
Whoa! Slow! Must. What the fuck is this slowdown? I don't know what the hell that was, Drax. I'm just as confused as you are.
I know, it's not every day you see a game break.
Somebody clip that. I need to...
And of course, we got
Seriously.
the root next.
Wow.
I'm surprised the whole thing's there. And of course, I remember that one. Yeah, the moment when you use when you actually unintentionally activated Zerworldo and it nearly broke your game. Anyway, next one is Zaruk Windcaller. They've been playing Total War Warhammer.
Action leads to a reduction of future demand, yours included.
You guys talk like you just got out of a marketing boardroom meeting. Why are you fucking drug dealers? You both talk like you belong in a marketing department. Why are you... or your finance guys? Why are you drug dealers? Dear God, is Detroit gone to shit that much?
Well, I wouldn't be.
Hey boss, I believe we are on the wrong job.
And this guy's talking about antitrust laws. What?
Shit, Maurice. All we want to say is that you violate the basic rules of the market with your predatory pricing. We can't just go along with that.
It's unfair and unethical.
Coming from drug dealers. Also, unfair and unethical.
It's unethical.
It's also fucking illegal.
Not to mention illegal.
What he said.
Yeah, that's basis. But it must be. But then again, it is a RoboCop game, so you expect to see that. But I'm glad you remember that one, Larry, with the last clip. Anyway, back to exploring. See. Oh wait, we're back here. Good. So we got the first clue, so we're gonna solve some more mysteries. We got carrot seeds at least. Alright, Mayor, what's up? Have you seen what happened to the statue? Have you seen what happened to the statue of the King of the Bountiful Hearth? Its head has become massive. You said it was that's the way the king's supposed to look like? Now that you mention it, it does resemble the design of our old town souvenir shirts. But you speak as if you've seen the king with your own two eyes. Well, let's just say, he is very convincing, and he does have the ability to hijack people. The statue's been broken since I was a child. I see. Oh, of course, you want to learn about the loyalty of the King of the Bountiful Harvests. Well, I don't know why you'd be interested in such a thing, but come on. Come then, follow me. An old book I read long ago said the king's loyal steed was particularly fond of a certain special vegetable. My memory isn't fond of what it used to be. I can't recall what exactly the steed it desired. But I best bet you can search on the bookshelf over there if you want to find out anything more. Alright, then it's best bet to take a look. Alright, let's see. Hello. There are all kinds of books about the Crown Tundra. Which book would you like to read? Alright. The King of Bountiful Harvests. The king was a great Pokemon that brought abundance to our cold land. Okay. Alright, sorry about that, just my brain tripped moment. So here we go. The king was a great Pokemon that brought abundance to our cold land. That was family. I guess it did trip. With a sweep of its right hand, the land would become blanketed in verdant grass and blooms. With a sweep of its left hand, the root of the fields would ripen and grow heavy. A great crown of green gleamed. The king galloped across the land astride its proud steed, and in its footsteps, buds would burst from the soil, rich with life, and born across the region. And so he worshipped the Pokemon and paid it all due tribute as king. And let's take a look at the proud steed. The horse Pokemon gave over its powers and served the king and carried it hither and thither. The two even became one for a time, combining their strength to create a forest in a single night. The proud steed has been a wild thing, once ravaged the village crops and causing much woe. But the king, in all of its greatness, brought this fierce creature to heal and secured its loyalty. As for each among us who claimed the steed's hide was black as the midnight gloom in which ghosts appear, there is another that claims it was white as a block of solid ice. None alive can say which is the truth. So there are two of them. Wild carrots can be grown in the Crown Tundra. They have rather unusual growth habits. When grown beneath a heap of snow, these hardy roots tend to develop into ice root carrots. When grown track close where many souls are laid to rest, shade root carrots can be your crop. Shade root carrots are the favorite treat for many ghost-type Pokemon, while ice types seem to delight in eating ice root carrots. According to the old fairy tales, the steed of the King of Bountiful Harvest rode upon and loved both of these varieties, or perhaps one or the other. Records seem to contradict one another, with some stories speaking of a white steed delighted in ice root carrots, and another mentioning a black steed devouring shade roots. That is a good question. You need to figure out that. Hmm. Eh. Oh, Skellyrax, he's over there. Hmm. Let's take a peek and figure out what we need. Oh, a leak. Oh, we found a leak. Perfect. Hmm. Hello there. Alright, what do you got? Oh, well, thanks, but, I still... Hmm? Oh, hey there, Chief. I have a feeling someone called me. Is it you? Huh? Ah. Human child, were you able to find something out about my loyal steed? Mais oui, I think I did. You said you found something about something that my loyal steed could not resist? It's been so long since we rode together that I had completely forgotten. With this information, we may be able to lure my loyal steed to me yet. Tell me, what is it that my loyal steed would find so irresistible? Carrots. Yeah, oh, carrots, you say? Yes, yes. I remember now. Even back when we were together, it would leap up at any chance to eat some kind of crop. It even took everything I had to restrain it. Looking back, the crop must have been carrots. I'm in your debt, human child. What we could do now is clear. If we're able to find carrots somewhere, it should be but a trifle to lure my loyal steed back to me. I wonder, do humans of the village grow any carrots? If we could obtain a single seed, I could grow a carrot from it for myself. By the stars! You said you have those carrot seeds? That strange bag contains the seeds of the carrots? Yeah, I was just going to keep these, maybe to send back to Paldea, maybe to grow. You humans never stopped adapting and evolving. I'm constantly amazed by your ingenuity. And yet, the fields of the village won't simply do. They're not suited for growing carrots. If we can find rich soil, I could use my power to grow the crops that we need. Speaking of which, I need to figure out which Pokemon I need to get my hands on. Hold up, lucky for me, I got bank, so I can take a peek. Now, which wet soil would be growing for these crops in the tundra of mine? Alright, there's us here. Aha, I see two spots that might suit our needs. One is a field, covered in pristine snow. Another spot is a field by gravestones, for those who move on were laid to rest. Either those locations should allow me to use my powers and grow the carrots I need. Please, I ask you to choose a field and plant those seeds. What's going on? What the? It's now I'm getting in the habit of falling asleep outside. Guess when it goes to show holding down the fort isn't all that easy. You take care of yourself, Chief. Don't overdo it. I'm a little worried that him hijacking. I'm a little worried. You marked 2 fields of Calyrex soldier on the town map. You jotted down the turn stats in clue 1. Upon hearing that I was able to find carrot seeds, Calyrex told me the 2 fields where I can grow these carrots. Hold up. Let's see, ice. I'm just trying to figure out which Pokemon we got. I need to figure out, because I know there's a few I can get my hands on. Plant the seeds. Nanny! Song about the King Steed, Sing that song about the King Steed Pokemon? Well, of course, my dear, I'd love to. Ice root carrots, cold as ice, munched up all by the bully in white. Shade root carrots, dark as gloom, crunched by the bully with a ghostly gloom. Now you make sure to eat your veggies too, just like the Pokemon in the song. Yes, Nan? Aw. We need to figure out, still. Alright, let's see. Hold up. Hold up, Spec. Alright, no worries about that. I'll figure out what we can pick. Hold up a moment. So what I'll do is I'm going to be right back and I'm going to figure out what we're missing. So, okay, I'm going to save here just in case and I'm going to take a look. I know what people are wondering. Hold up, don't you dare. Come on. Why is it doing this? Here we are. The reason I'm saving this is because I'm trying to figure out what Pokemon I could get. Because I know there's 2 of them I can get my hands on. So before we go, I need to double check. So, be right back, folks. I'm going to double check right here just to make sure. See which ones I got my hands on. So be right back. I didn't mean to do that, so... Get here. Going loud.
A stab from the darkness.
Oh! Just terminated. Alright, don't worry. Oh, what the...
Fixer, I just encountered a heavily armored Trandoshan.
Process.
Definitely wasn't a slaver.
Roger. Must have been some heavy assault mercenaries.
Ooh.
I heard they carry an LS-150 heavy ACP repeater.
Come on, right? And we're gonna do... Kawoosh.
Here I go.
Come on.
Oh, Winnie. Mini
Anyway.
for the Winnie. Mini for the Winnie.
Alright, we're gonna take a peek, though. I think I figured out what I need to do, so sorry about that. We're gonna take a
What do we get?
double check. Didn't mean to do that, but hey, it works out well if I can nail... The reason I'm gonna do this is I want to be able to get the opposite. When I last checked and I ended up getting... You know, the Glass Terrier, I could look for whatever I need. Well, it's not much of anything. I was just trying to see what other version I can get my hands on. I want, since we already got I think the last time I played it, I got Spectarier. Or Glaciarier. So I want to get Spectarier or whatever. So we're gonna have to take a look here. This might be a bit of a detour, but hey. If I can find any mythical Pokemon, now would be the time. Got the Tapus, already got the Electorials, whatever the heck those are. We got Glass Terrier, which is the Edwin one, so I guess we're taking Spec Terrier. Lucky for me, I should have plenty of those. I got plenty of legendaries up the wazoo. Oh yeah, so we got that, which is Spec Terrier I caught. Let's see, since we got a Glass Terrier, I think. If I can find the other, it'd be good. Hold up. Let's see. Hold up. Let's see. I just gotta do a filter, double check. Hold up. I think I know what happened to the last one. I had a Spectarier that was still with a Calyrex that was still there. I just gotta find where that one went. There it is. So I do have a Spectarier with that. So we got two of those. So why don't we go for the Spectarier then? I'll have to deunify that one when I get the chance. Off stream, that is. But for now that we got that out of the way, we can continue on with our adventure and choose the Spectarier. Sorry about that delay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't go triplicate. It would suck if I decided to do that. I try to get the opposite versions. That way I get a complete dex and choose whatever I need. At least with two Calyraxes, I could choose between, at least I can have one or the other. And that could work out well. So, let's choose. Here we are. Let's get back to the adventure. Sorry about, again, delay. Just want to double check. Doobie-doobie-doop. Alright, let's continue. Where were we? Ah, yes. We got two choices in it. I think we should choose this one, the one that's in the graveyard. Maybe that could help us out a bit. Focus Sash, perfect. Let's continue on. We need to see what we need. Let's see, alright. Oh, we ran into something. What is this one? Nidorino. Not really good. Not want to get whomped in the face by Nidorino. Hold up a moment. Batteries having problems?
There we go.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, you little bastard!
Please, God, grant me a girl. Number 3. Ah! I'm at number 2. No takebacks.
Sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of a family emergency that just got that'll have to resolve afterwards, but it's not that urgent. All right, we're gonna have to do this. Hold up. Again, Power Ball. Oh, that takes care. What the hell are you? In the world, is that the... I've never seen a Pokemon like ferocious thing like that before. I have to think of something. Alright, Gendy, bounce! Alright, Gendy, come on, Gendy, do something! Oh no! Better pull out of you. I could be yet to think, which Pokemon should I use? Ah, maybe this should help. Alright, I guess we'll low kick you. Alright, I think hopefully that should work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This should work, hopefully. Go, Timer Ball! And... that was too close. We'll try again, hopefully. There we go. And we caught a Pokemon, of course. Pokedex entry found. Aerodactyl, the fossil Pokemon. Aerodactyl's saw-like fangs can shred skins to tatters, even the skin of Steel-type Pokemon. Looks like we got ourselves an Aerodactyl. But to think of a Pokemon like that being found all the way here is like, mon dieu, that is a frustrating moment. Either way, we need to figure out. So now that we got that, let's head over to where we're supposed to go. Could this be it? No, that can't be it. If only this map would be a bit easier, I could find something to help us with. But no, we need to find somewhere to go. Again, if I could... It says that it has to be a Pokemon, it has to be near an area that is a graveyard. If we can find a graveyard, then that could work. Guess this could be it. Looks like we found an old cemetery. What the hell? Another Nidoran. Guess a lot of these Pokemon love this area too. Either way, we need to finish this off quickly. Alright, that should help us out a bit. Ooh, a Soothe Bell makes Pokemon more friendly. Good. That's gonna be a fail. Let's, for example, get Gilliatt. Let's get Gendy up and revving. Let's... What the hell do we bump into? Ah, that's an LA key. Oh, this is going to be frustrating. Alright, come on. Go. Well, that took care of that little thing. Hopefully we don't have to worry about those things anymore. Come on. I wouldn't be surprised because with all this weather and electric types, they seem to come out of their woodwork so much. That should help out the beat. Fancy apple, eh? Oh, this must be... It's one of the fields that Calyrex told you about. Do you want to plant the carrot seeds in the field? I guess so. Might as well. I see you reached one of the fields. If you plant the seeds in this field, the shade root carrots will grow. It has been so long that my memory is hazy, but I believe that my loyal steed would often partake in this sort of vegetable. The shade root carrots would be my steed preferred. It must have been a ghost type, mustn't it? Most vexing that I can't recall. I suppose we'll see. I'll ask this once more. Are you sure this is the field which you want to plant these seeds? I guess so, may we? Very well. Can I ask you to plant the seeds? Alright. You planted the carrot seeds in the field. Haha, very good, very good. You have the ability at hand. You have an able hand for working with soil. Now then, it's time I did my part. Let me show you my powers. I see he's bait, and I see Calyrex is essentially a river dancer. Planted so many seeds, and yet my power can only get one to grow. To think that I've fallen so low, it truly breaks my heart. But soon it'll be time to bid my sorrow farewell. Now, human child, I must ask that you pull that shade root carrot with all your might. 1, 2, and pull. We obtained a Shade Root Carrot. Alright, Shade Root Carrot. Produced the king of bountiful harvest, beloved steed to eat. It grew in a gloomy field. Well done, human child. The carrot will be the key to luring my loyal steed back to me. All I need are the reins of unity. They will amplify my power, letting me ride my loyal steed with ease. But I doubt I shall ever get another set from the humans of this village. Ooh. What? Specterior, my loyal steed? Is it truly you? That glossy black pelt, that rough, violent gallop. It has not changed from the day we first met. Oh, how that brings back memories. Oh my, was never expecting that. It is my belief that while my steed picked up on the scent of the carrot, it could not determine where the scent was coming from. Judging from the direction it ran off, it must be heading to the village in an attempt to pillage carrots there. If it's true, then Freezington is in danger. Human child, we must make haste. Alright, you jotted down the clue of the legendary. Alright. Caloric was able to grow a shade root carrot from the seed I planted in the field in the graves. The scent of the carrots lured Specterior, but it ran up toward Freezington. That is not good. We better... Okay, now I think I know what we need to do. We better return back to Freezington immediately. To think basically that causes a lot of problems. There we go. Let's go here. Hopefully that should work. Hold up. Uh-oh. We need to deal with this. Alright. Oh boy. Stop! Oh no. I think that thing is mad at me. Oh no. Huh. We better deal with these things. Bacteria is after your shade root carrot. Alright, then we better do something. Oh, pirate, come on, Jengdi, use that pyro ball. Knock out that large horse. Nice job, at least. Root. Not bad. Eek! Believe it. He actually stopped that thing from charging. Are you alright? Yes. I felt like something stepped in to save me. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Looks like he dropped this. It dropped a tuft of black mane hair. Huh. Mane that's belonged to the king of bountiful harvest, beloved Steve, Specterior. The hair is very smooth to the touch. Oh, kind visitor, how can I possibly thank you enough for saving the people of this village? I have no idea such a vicious Pokemon still existed in the tundra. But it reminds me of the Pokemon in the fairy tales, the loyal steed of the king. Ah, but no doubt I'm overthinking things. What's that you have there? Is that a tuft of black mane hair? In fairy tales, it's said that that by weaving the hair of the loyal steed together with a radiant blossom grown by the king, it's possible to create the reins of unity, which could link the king to its steed. In fact, it was my own ancestor who used to weave the reins of unity following an ancient tradition passed over many years. Of course, I myself have never seen any kind of radiant flowers, so the method of making the radiance have also been lost in time. In any case, we can't spend all day musing over fairy tales. I must make plans and preparations. That Pokemon could well decide to pay us another visit after all. Thank you so much for your help, kind traveler. And I guess I got to thank you for intervening. Well, we need to discuss a new plan. Alright, come on. We need to pick which one we need to get our hands on. You have my thanks for protecting the village, human child. Were at my full power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. But weakened as I am now, the most I could do was influence its will and make it depart. If I only had the reins of unity, that would have allowed me to tame my steed in such short order. Well, we can make a set. What's that? Can we make a set of reins with the mane hair for my loyal steed and a flower that I can grow? A flower. Yes, but of course. I have assumed that the humans stopped making the reins of unity because they have lost their faith in me. But it was because I lost the power to grow the materials needed. I've spent far too long holding my misguided assumptions, it seems. It has been many centuries since I was able to grow a radiant flower. Doing so drains much of my power. But for whatever reason, a fraction of my power seems to have returned to me just now. There's only one thing left to be done. Let the radiant flower bloom. Groundus Bloomus. Take this, human child. Alright. It shames me to admit it, but a whole flower is beyond my might right now. I do not know if the petal will be enough, but I still must ask you to try to create the reins of unity. The descendants of the family who once made the reins for me should live in the village. I put all my hopes into you, human child. And I got the feeling I know who that person is. If only I can figure out what to get, it should be good. Here we go. Oh, hello again, savior of our village. Come to do some more reading? Not this time. I got a favor for you, Monsieur Mayor. I beg your pardon. You want me to make a set of reins of unity? Well, I say that presents a bit of a problem. If my dear great-granddad were still around, he'd still be able to make you a set. But unfortunately, we have no one left to know the tradition at this point. What's more, I doubt you have the flower you need to forge a set of reins. Well, at least I do have it. Is that a petal from a radiant flower? If so, would that not mean the King of Bountiful Harvest is truly... No, I dare not hope. I recall my ancestors made the Reign of Unity by following the ways passed down in fairy tales. There were two key materials, a flower and hairs from a Pokemon. I'm afraid those old traditions have long since faded from memory. Still, how could I refuse the favor for such a kind and helpful guest? The materials, if you please. He handed the tuft of the black mane and the radiant petal over to the mayor. Can't promise this will turn out well as the one my great-granddad would have made, but time to breathe life into the traditions of my village! Alright. I'm afraid it hasn't come all well at all. I fancy myself crafty enough, but I suppose it'll take a craftsman with a truly delicate technique to make such a fine reins. Oh, please don't look so dejected. I'm truly sorry. Truly I am. Oi, Mr. Mayor! Hot water in my shower seems to have gone on holiday. Oh yes, terribly sorry. I'll look into it soon. Oh, you're here too, Chief. Were you in the middle of something? That pair of yours seem awfully gloomy. Here's what happened. The mayor tried to... What? Is that so? Huh. So all you need to do is make some nice cord. Pass me those materials for a mo. Alright, got me pedal, got me hair. Now, what am I supposed to do with here? Ahem, if I might be so bold, allow me to share a song that survives from this legend. Blossoms woven round and round, a royal gift in Maine's hair bound. Steady on, old bloke, the singing's a bit much. Oh well, that'll do for an answer. Oh, finished. Have a look. Things to listen to. We got the Reigns of Unity. Oh, mon Dieu, I didn't know you were a good seamstress. Gorsets shine when you hold them to the light. The people of the old times bring these to the King of Bountiful Harvest to express their gratitude. You're more than capable than your face that's on. These Reigns of Unity are a spotting image of those of my family's tales. Ha 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 ha! I don't sew my dear Rebelli Star's clothing for nothing, you know. Even the explorer's outfit I gave to you was handmade by yours truly, Chief. In any case, I assume you've gotten the Reigns of Unity you need. Isn't that just smashing? Well, at least now we know. We need to find Galerax. You believe it? I caught myself falling asleep outside again. I was chilled to the bone, so I thought I'd warm myself up with a good hot shower at our base, but with the water coming out ice cold. I got ultra mega surprised and jumped in. Uh-oh. We're in an ad break. Uh-oh. Be right back, folks.
There we go.
Remastered.
Excellent fellow was last playing Pokemon Conquest. There he is.
Alright,
now.
I guess I took
Watch
care of things. I had to take care of the commercial break because I didn't know we were there.
And of course, it's him.
Alright, so Human child, were you able to make the Reigns of Unity? You bet. Oh joy, what glorious news! I have some good news of my own. I was finally able to track down my loyal steed. Spectaria is making its home in the Crown Shrine, the place where my loyal steed and I spent much time together. I've been avoiding that place as I feared I might have get trapped in my own nostalgia. Why has my whole loyal steed made the shrine its home? Is it still reminiscing about our time together? No, it can't be. The Crown Shrine stands majestically atop the mountain in the north. Bring the carrots and the Reigns of Unity, and we shall meet me there. I shall hasten there now, but you may come when you are ready. I'm counting on you, child. Alright, so now we gotta head to the shrine now. Alright, so we better move. I might need to buy some supplies at least. Hold up. These should do well, just in case. Alright, we need to get moving. If I remember, we're gonna have to make a travel to one area to the next. Alright. To think a legendary Pokemon like that could be there. No, Monsieur Edwin said he traveled to the tundra once and encountered something like that. But was it Glaciaria? Or was it these Pokemon? The Spectrier? I do not know. Its map here says to get through the ice to that crown, we have to head north and then follow the cave somewhere up. We better move. We should be able to get the new Pokemon. Electrolyzer. Oh, that's enough rock we need. a lot of rare Pokemon, that's for certain. Ah, here we are. Hello, Snowslips. Hi there, I'm your Watt Trader. Along with regular inventory, I can highlight new and hard to come by items for sale every day. You gotta check out what I got daily. Alright, let's see what's today's highlight. Today's highlight is a set of 5 blue apricorns. My well. Thanks for business. That could work out well. Let's see. A Fire Blast, Waterfall. And that should do well. Looking for your next visit. We need to get moving quickly. We need to be very careful. We don't know what type of Pokemon we're gonna deal with. A full heal, of course. Of course, what do we bump into? And the Jericho one. It's safe to say I don't like Lily. I don't like. Oh yeah. It's safe to say I don't think Lily went to Galar when she left Alola. Yeah, that might be true. For certain, let me close the door for a moment. But how you doing, Jared? Glad to see you're here. We're basic. Oh no, that's a bear. We got attacked by a nice bear. Alright, Gendy, you know what to do. And besides, I wouldn't say Lily, but as we found out, we ran into Peony, who I think, for anyone who wants to remember, is the father of Penny. Anyway, let's continue on. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I don't think this is it, so I don't think this is the right spot. We need to continue on and find what we're looking for. Alright, so that's not this area, that's for certain. We need to find a way down, that's the question. Guess we gotta go down here. Here we go. Let's see. Could this be air? Giant's foot. Oh, Caparaja. Big ones. And that's a Center Scorch. This is not good. I'm not sure we're dealing with. Have you watched Pokemon Horizons? I haven't watched. To be honest, I haven't been watching the Pokemon anime. I kind of stopped watching when they got to the Alola arc because that's when they moved all the anime to Disney out of Cartoon Network. Let's see the map, shall we? According to these, we're in the Giant's Foot. Here we are. So we were heading the right way. Snow Slope. Alright, then take us there. But I haven't to be honest, no, I haven't seen the anime, regretfully. I've heard a bit of it from plot summaries from the series. I know that Lico's, Sprigatito's now a Meowscarada. A very jealous one, to be exact. But then again, you know, cats are all possessive. You know how they are. You'd be jealous. Alright, either way. Pyro Ball! Alright, run. Run. No one cares. Just run. Just run, damn it. That's all I need to know. Just run. Okay, come on, then we just need to heal you up first. Alright, there we go. Alright, come on, now we just need to get... There we go. Pyro Ball, that should do well. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's move. Alright. Here we go. Whoa, that's a beautiful Pokemon there. Tunnel on the top, to the top. Whoa. I see Zubats. I've never seen a Zubat before. I've heard about those Pokemon. Nasty and prevalent. See if we can head over here, but... Right, here we go. Yeah, but but anyway, back on the subject. I take it, Jarrett, that Lily did go to Galar after the events? Or was it something else? Max Revive. You should be able to make it. Path to the peak. A lot of frost moths. We should be able to make it to the next area, hopefully. Alright, what new Pokemon are we looking for? Alright, come on. Here we go. Crown Shrine. Yo, that should work out well. Let's see. So this is the Crown Shrine, huh? We'll save the battle here just in case. So this is the place, huh? How long have you been waiting here? I've been waiting, human child. The Crown Shrine is the place I once called home. Bacteria must think me helpless now that I've lost my power. It taunts me by making this place its own dwelling. I see if you indeed brought me the Reins of Unity. You have my thanks, child. Gave the Reins of Unity to Calyrex. Feeling of old, holding these again. The color, the way they shine in the light. Oh, how this brings back memories. Bacteria was a very proud Pokemon. Might even one call it arrogant. It will not accept me as its master again unless I'm able to prove that my power outweighs its own. I will use the Reins of Unity to pour my power into the very body of my loyal steed. This should convince it that I am indeed still deserving of its loyalty. Now, human child, in order to lure my loyal steed here, to me, place that Shadewood carrot in the basket near where Spectaria makes its bed. Alright. Save just in case. We got to deal with something. Here we go. Do you want to place a Shadewood carrot? Mais oui. The time has come, human child. You have successfully defeated my loyal steed once already. You will not willingly approach anyone it considers to be a threat. You must hide and wait for it to appear. Right, so we get to basically wait a moment. Let's see what we can find. Boy, this is... Here we go. Oh, there it is. I like how its gallops are just like glass. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. What? Sacre bleu! He's trying to claim Spectrier. Don't believe it. He actually did it. He actually tamed the Pokemon. He actually tamed it. Impressive. Very impressive. So what am I to do? What in the world? That's a huge noggin, and it's got a ride. What? It can talk? What do you want? Huh? I gotta know what you're saying, but it does also somehow make sense. Hold the phone. What in the world are you any? Oh, not again! Human child. Thanks to your efforts, I have been reunited with my loyal steed, and now I'm finally at my full power. I was convinced that people no longer believed in me, and I had also lost my loyal steed. I was trapped in the throes of deep loneliness. You saved me. There are truly no words to which to fully express my gratitude to you. So, I have a suggestion. If you're able to catch me even with my powers, if you were able to catch me even with my powers restored, you would prove your worth beyond any doubt, and I will lend you my strength on your journey. Once you have readied yourself, come face me. But first, I should get this man back where I found him. It would be no good to let him freeze out here in the frigid climate. Let's see, can we return to other areas? Oh, we could, so why don't we get ourselves some balls before we go? It would be a smart move to go there first and get some supplies. Yeah, I think that would be smart. Let's head over there first, get some balls. Then we'll return and deal with Calyrex. Hold up. Alright, that took care of that. So let's go get some some new balls, because I'm gonna probably need some stuff to make me last a while. Nope. Okay, that's not it. So that's a TM shop. We don't need the TM shop. What I need... Hold up. What I need is not the TM shop. I need an area that sells Pokeballs. Come on. Alright, we need to find that area. Reason why is I learned that Dust Balls and Timer Balls work so well. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we got. There we go. There we go. $39. Let's sell some junk now, since I know we got some treasures. There we go. There we go. That should give us enough money to last us a while. Stardust. Pretty feathers. Huh, we're making enough money. Honey. Ooh, they should give us... We already got now $500,000, so that should give us what we need. Perfect. Now we can just go fly back, and with the balls, we can now get ourselves ready. That's a cool benefit. You can actually fly wherever once you unlock the area. So here we are, Calyrex. The Crown Shrine, yes. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna need to choose which one. Now that we got the save, let's save. I'm gonna be ready to catch a Pokemon. There we go, come on. Here we are. There we go. Now we're ready to do a battle. Do you really ready to rip Pokeball in order to catch Calyrex? Metwee. And there we go. Calyrex appears. Huh. Go Gendy! Rockrow. Oh wow. Calyrex has 2 abilities. Unnerve. Alright, this thing's going to be tricky, so first things first. Bouncy. Astral Barrage. Oh no! He one-shotted me! Calyrex special attack rose. Alright, Urshifu, you know what to do. Alright, let's see the damage we can do. Alright. Blow. Oh, that thing hurts. Alright. Wicked Blow, Urshifu. Okay, that wasn't supposed to do well. I want to see what happens if we do. It seems that Calyrex is testing you. Yeah, for those that happens, if you failed, you don't. It just means he's testing you. So we need something to deal with that, and since Gendy basically, and since we're gonna need to boost that, so... we're gonna need to do some level ups. Right, 2 of those. Come on. And of course... okay, so we know that Urshifu can do some tremendous amounts of damage against that poor guy. So we need to figure out. Alright. Alright, so hopefully... let's see if this will work. So first things first, let's try again. Alright, come on. So we'll try this again and see if we can do well. Yes. We'll try this again and see if we can get this Pokemon. Calyrex has appeared. Alright, let's see. There we go. We got some left stuff. And of course, since we know we need to deal with it, I think a paralysis would do better with this one. Alright. That wrong? Thunder Punch! That thing is really beastly! No matter what I do, he seems to one-shot regardless. And the only other one we got is Cyrano. Either way... we'll have to do Moonblast. he's going to be tricky. Alright. Cyrano! Moonblast! Turn 2. Let's see. I mean, seriously, this thing can really do much damage, so I need to be careful. Okay, turn 3. If I were to think what would be a good move to use, only one way. Well, we'll have to figure it out. Go timer ball! Come on, you. Looks like he's trying to keep himself alive. I got to be careful of that. Think. Alright. One. I see what he's going to do. He's going to try and do some damage. Can't allow that to happen. Alright, energy ball at least. Okay, luckily for us, he managed to recuperate a bit of his health. Come on. That should help us out a bit. Come on. Keep alive, Cyrano. Hang in there. We should be able to deal with that horse. Come on. Well, at least he's lasting a bit longer, but it looks like he's already boosted himself back to full health. Okay, good. Can't risk using it, so our best bet is maybe to neutralize. So it's an item attrition, which seems to be the best effective way against these things. Come on, you. We almost got you. Alright, good. And hopefully, Tamar Ball should do well. Oh, nuts. Alright, we need to think of something. Come on. Alright. Okay, that should help us out the beat. Energy ball, come on. Astro Barrage. We need to keep ourselves alive. Alright. It's going to be tricky. There we go. Ball. Hopefully by now the catch rate should be a bit higher. Come on. One. Here are nose at least lasting a little bit longer. Come on. Come on. We need to think. Alright, come on. Alright, come on. We'll try again. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Done! Come on. We should be able to get that damn thing. But at least now we can just keep doing that. Come on. We're almost there. Again. Wow. Should be able to get that ball. 1, 2. Wow. Go. Okay, this thing is really starting to just keep breaking out of the ball. Okay, we can't really play around, and I only got 2 of those. I know I don't like having to do this, but I have no choice in this situation. The only other way I can deal with it is to basically cheese it. 2, 1, and of course, it was top. Alright, Zaprong's level 76. Alright, Pokedex entry found. Calyrex, the High King Pokemon. Legend says that by using the power to see all events from past to future, this Pokemon saved the creatures of a forest from a meteorite strike. That could help us out to beat. Human child. No, I should refer to you by your name now, Giacomo. Look forward to what adventures we might have together. Hello? Hello? That you, Chief? It's me, Peony. I just had a dream about a big-headed Pokemon talking on and on in a weird shrine. You were there too, Chief, so it all felt real. I got worried about you and decided to better go call in and check. You haven't hurt yourself. Happy, Chief? Not a bunch of trouble, are you? Oh, don't need to worry. Everything's under control. Ah, good to hear. Guess I got nothing to worry about then. The P exploration team is all about the safety and well-being of its members, after all. You be careful on your way back, too, you hear? No expedition's over until you're safe and sound back on home base. You jot down the current note of Legendary Clue 1. Calyrex, the king of Battle Harvest, was able to reconnect with its loyal steed using the new Reins of Unity. Calyrex also seems to have regained its trust in humankind. As thanks for helping it regain power, Calyrex is allowing me to take it along on my adventure. I'll better report back to Peony. Oh, we better. That's for sure. I'm sure a certain someone is looking to get back, so let's report back. There we go. Oi! Oi, Chief, how's the adventure going? Anything to report? King of Bountiful Harvests, Calyrex. What, you really caught Calyrex from the legend? That's Ultra Major Brilliant, report away. That noggin's massive! The King of the Bountiful Harvests? The one calling the shots around here? Huh, I could swear I've seen it before. Well then again, maybe not. Anyway, it's definitely regal to have a steed. And its massive head does sort of resemble a crown. Knightly enough at any rate. Let's call this a successful expedition. Looks like you reported all there is about the legendary one clue about the King of the Bountiful Harvests. Smashing! I mark this expedition done. Alright. And we did it. The first of 3 legends. Anything else legend you want about? How about the Giants next? Doesn't look like you got anything progress to report yet. Got anything else legend you want to talk about? Okay, which adventure you feeling stuck? The Giants. Right, legendaries. Which one's giving you trouble? Giant of Rock. Well, all the giants are sleeping in ruins, so you're gonna have to find those ruins before you can do anything. Try and track down the building I drew of you. Alright. Let's get ourselves rested up, shall we? And I think I got an inspiration for a dish. If I think. Thanks to our good friend Calyrex, I think this calls for a little bit of a celebration. There, look at that. Looks like someone's happy, and of course, Calyrex is over there. Let's get ourselves ready, shall we? Let's get ourselves cooking. If I remember before, since this place loves to use carrots, a pungent root should do well. Now, for flavor, I think we're going to need 2 of these. 2 of those. 2 of these. 1 of these. 3 of these. Yes, please do. Let's make ourselves a new dish. Worthy of a king, if I do say so myself, but not really. Come on. Come on. Come on. That should do well. A little bit of a stir to keep everything from burning in the bottom. Right, come on. Come on. And there we go. Right in the nice spot, sweet spots. So that should work out well. That works out well. Alright, let's see what we got. This is a sweet herb medley. Alright, looks like everyone enjoys the dish. Perfect. Just what we want. Everyone got the edition. I think everyone's got some experience. So perfect. So let's head over to one of the shrines, shall we? Let's over to the Giants. I remember we saw one of the shrines. Let's see. Hello, what do we got here? Beep, beep, beep. Oi, oi, it's me, Pat Peony. How's it going, Chief? What, you found that someplace Rooney looking? It's gotta be one of the places, you know, where the legendary giants are supposed to be? You see the door with the mysterious writing on it? I have no idea it's been getting open. If that's true, all I call this a particular adventure? The terrible titans, lurking, locked away. Ha! How's that a grab there? Right then, Chief. I gotta leave the rest of your research in your hands. Talk to you later. Alright, so we need to figure something out then. Flash cannon. What this is? Oh, someone on the door. Let's ring this piercing note that will wake a giant of steel. Alright, then let's return back to headquarters. I want to discuss what they mean. Let's ring the piercing noise. Here we go. Oi, Chief, how goes the adventure? Legendary giants. How about steel? I have a spot of trouble getting the door of the steel giant open, are ya? So let's ring out the piercing note that will wake the giant. Does it? I suppose a giant know a Pokemon. A Pokemon. If you make a sound that brings Pokemon running, maybe the door will open for you. Oh, okay. I think I know what he's talking about. It's not a Pokemon move. It's a Pokemon. It's an action I do. Ring the bell. Let's see, what could we do? Let's see. I wonder. Ah! So we... To think the simplest way was to open a door was just to basically do that. Ah well, I'm not going to complain. Let's do an exploration. There we go. Something changed in the air. We better figure this out soon, but for now, we're in a bit of a commercial break, so be right back, folks. That's a good one, sweetie. So, you won't mind me helping us pay for the ceremony, would you, Mel? Since I gave up stealing, I'm just about broke. You're a shameless, Kyle. How can I not love you? I'm so happy for you two. Can I be your dragon of honor? Well, I guess you could say that... I guess you can say Mel now has an outlaw for an in-law. Whoa, what the? Careful, friend. Whose side are you on? Okay, my mistake. That was me being stupid.
There we go.
So you gotta put atop that colossal. So that's going to last.
Sounds fine, thanks. So we got the password facility. So according to this, the password is 1234. That's the stupidest password I ever heard! It's the type of password an idiot would have on their luggage!
Darkness won't work. You hit the enemy's weak. Ooh, can I have this one?
Do it!
Ready to go.
And... Plant a trap! Come on! Bring him here, damn it! There we go! We did it!
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Just capture the bastard! I sacrifice Aqua Dragon, Blackland's Fire Dragon, and Moisture Creature to summon Obelisk the Tormentor! Uh-oh. Go, Obelisk! Show Blue Eye's Ultimate Dragon why you're called the Tormentor! Destruction Flash! Okay, good. we that's a clipper right there. We phased through a Coelacanth's one of the rarest critters ever. About the wait, I had to deal with something, more hardware stuff. Where were we? The rarest critter. There we go. Didn't mean to do that, so let's see what he can do. A steely Pokemon emanates from the Pokemon statue. You wish to check it out? You got the choice. Wait, that's a Registeel. What is it doing here? Alright. Is that wrong? Thunder Punch. Iron Defense, good. Alright, again, Thunder Punch. Charge Beam. Motor Drive. Nice job, thank you for that. Another Thunder Punch. Keep it up. That's going to hurt, but not much damage. Let's continue on, shall we? The wrong Thunder Punch again. Alright, come on. One more shot should do well. Pop. There we go. That's what you were looking for. Nice job. Now, all we got to do now is switch to something that could help us out. So I think Timer Ball should do well for this one. Or, better yet... Wait, I think there's a better way. Wait, I forgot, we're in a cave. And if I remember before, Dust Ball should be the better option. What? Captured! Haha! Well, we got the first one, and that works out well. 1 out of 3. Here we go. Entry found. Registeel, the Iron Pokemon. It's rumored that this Pokemon was born deep underground in the planet's mantle, and that it emerged onto the surface 10,000 years ago. So we found one of these Pokemon. You jotted down the current status of Legendary Clue 2. Far into the giant's bed lies the word... In the giant's bed. Sunken in the side of Snow Slide Slope is the temple where the giant ice sleeps. Alright, let ring out while I whistle before and open and found Registeel. So that's one giant closed. Oi, oi, Peony here. Haven't hurt yourself anything, have you? Come again. You've gone and met the steel giant Registeel? Haha, smash and work, Chief. Now take that energy and go catch the others. Keep up the good work. That worked out tremendously, so that's one challenge we nailed. So we went to the giant's bed. Let's see, I need to take a look at the legends. Alright, let's see. God. Legendary Clue 2. Use the item. Alright, according to this, we managed to find one shrine here. Down a tree hill. No slide slope. If we could find a shrine. For a shrine, where the hell would I be for number 2? Question. There's the old cemetery. Alright, it's a poltergeist. That was almost close. I could find where that stinking... Wait, I got a better idea. When we head up here, we should be able to find... It said near the slope, so... If we follow the trail... Not here... But... If we follow it here... Maybe it could lead us some... Oh, that's a Metagross. Ah! That must be one of the shrines. Finally, we found one of them. See what we can do next. What we got here? This one is an Ice-Beam. Nice. That could be useful, but let's continue on. Here we are. Something written on the door. Walk together with a living crystal of snow. A living crystal of snow? Wait. The only Pokemon I know that's a living crystal of snow is Rhinogon. We're gonna need to catch one of those then. Well, guess we need one of those. Alright, yo, hey Jax, how you doing? We're just you just missed the introduction. We defeated Mustard and we got Calyrex, so we're doing the Reggie mission. So we got a Krynagal and we're gonna need to... Alright, come on, so what do we need to put away? Here we are, Pokedex entry found. Krynagal, the crystallizing Pokemon. When the weather gets hot, these Pokemon turn into water vapors. Krynagal are almost never seen during summer. We'll take you. Yeah, we're doing well, but we caught a Krynagal. We just got the Reggie. I probably asked this before, but have you ever seen Ben 10? I've seen the old series before, yeah. Alright, come on. Yo, that worked. A living crystal of snow. So with that, let's get you back out of here. Alright, let's see. Gonna move. Alright, come on. Here we are. That one here. I've been binging it and I finished the first 3 series. I have 2 more to go. Yep. And then it gets in that weird multiverse stuff, which is like jump the shark moment. Which, you know, I'm not against. It's just, why reboot the franchise when, you know, you could easily just do something about it? Okay, come on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know I'm gonna watch the last one. It's really like when I watched when I was like 5. Yeah, I mostly just watched when I was 10. Where the heck is... Here we go. There we go, come on. Okay, we'll take you. There we go. That should help us out a bit. Yay! We're running out of meds. Here we go. Another puzzle we gotta deal with. Save the game. There we go. Something changed in the air. Yep, and we gotta deal with this. So what new Pokemon we're gonna get our hands on? Well, we know these are Titans, so guess what? An icy power is emanating from the statue. You wish to check it out? Yes. And of course, you know what that cry is. We're dealing with Regice. Alright. As same before, Thunder Punch. Alright, and Speed. But it's cool, we had an animation quiz for our computer teachers, and there were like 4 shows I chose Ben 10. I see. For my team. Huh, interesting. Helped out a beat. Alright, let's choose a Dusk Ball for this one. Alright, looks like Regice is still tricky. Guess we'll try again, hopefully. Come on. Wow, this thing is really tough. Alright, we almost had it there. Come on. Come on, 3, 2, 1. This ain't good. I gotta change to something, of course. Alright, switch to Primarina. Should be able to handle these. No. And I like cartoons for my team. He's really into old animation, but there was a pizza party prize, and I like cartoons. Ah, cool. You know, one time, funny little thing, I once had a college professor one time I took a summer course who was a big fan of Star Trek. His little trick helped out about knowing stars. Anyway, here we go. Let's try this again. Go Dusk Ball. 1, 2, 1. There we go. That's number 2 capture. We got number 2. Perfect. Alright. And here we go. We end up having a new Pokedex. Pokedex entry found. Regice, the iceberg Pokemon. This Pokemon's body is made of solid ice. It says that Regice was born beneath thick ice in the Ice Age. So we caught a Regice. Nice. Walked together with the living crystal of snow. I took Krynagal from the Pokeball and had it walk with me. The door opened, I found Regice. So we need to basically find this one. We need to find number 1. Beep, beep, beep. Oi, oi, Piana here. Enjoying the adventures. Come again. You come and met the ice giant Regice. Haha, smash and work, Chief. Now crack on those other giants. Keep up the good work. Looks like we got to deal with something. I think other ones were Yu-Gi-Oh!, Avatar, and Danny Phantom. Interesting. I'm being actual serious. That's a pretty interesting choice. I mean, if I had my way when I was... Oh, Snowball, yep. Yo, come on. let's see. We got that. Got the snow sled slope. That one here. That one here. I see where the divots are. That's where the shrine must be. So I'm guessing number 3 should be past the cemetery, near a tunnel. I know you got a random wheel and all the odd shows you liked. Interesting. Not being serious, that's interesting right there. I did not know about that. Cemetery's there, we just keep going south. Yeah. So I guess you must have had a really cool teacher. If he was the type who was interested. Ah, come on, what'd I run into? And of course I like the bus. I mean, some of my teachers I knew weren't fans of certain things. I mean, old school ones, that is. Anyway, come on. Come on, there we go. Roll. Gotten away safely. Alright, here we go. Okay, come on. Alright, come on. We gotta follow here. Could this lead somewhere? Electivire. There's a walk grenade. Well, this leads to a river. Can't afford to go there. How about here? This lead us somewhere? Oh, yes it does. Hello. Could this be it? Here we go. Yeah, even let us make a school movie about our class, and we got to skip all the class and got instant 190s on assignments. Huh. Neat. Here we go with this one. Something written on the wall. Let the first Pokemon hold a never-changing stone. Ah. Never-changing stone, eh? Alright. That sounds like an easy one. Never-changing stone. An you could say it's an Everstone. If I can find where the Everstone is, let's back pot for some here we are, Everstone. There we go, do. Alright, open the lock. Up and rid of the wall, let the first Pokemon have a never-changing stone. Yep, we had to make an hour-long documentary about all the students and staff. Well, that's cool. I'm being serious, that is cool. Oh, I see. Something changed in the air. Well, you know what that means. We got another Pokemon to deal with, so once we finish up with this one, we might figure out the last. A rocky power is emanating from this power statue. Do you want to check it out? Yes. Zari Zaza. Here we are. A wild Regirock. Alright, zap wrong. So guess what? Zap wrong. Thunder Punch. Superpower. That's got to hurt. Anyway, let's continue on. But I'm glad you're doing well, Jax. Anyway, come on. Another Thunder Punch. There we go. He's lowering his speed to cancel out whatever. Alright, Fire Punch at least. Come on, do some damage, but not too much. Oh no, this ain't good. Okay, time to switch. Alright, come on. We're switching to you. You should help out the beat. Come on. Alright. Alright, come on. Now we just try this again. Go Dusk Ball. Come on. 3, 2. You almost have it. He also lets make a morning show called the Daily Eagle. Ah, was your teacher a guy who focused on media a lot? Because that sounds like a very good thing kids should learn at least if they're going to do so. Here we go. Come on. Alright, he's lowering his speed, of course. Try again, come on. Come on, we'll try this again. Just keep hitting, we should be able to have it. Come on. That thing has a low chance and I don't want to knock it out. Either way, it looks like I'm gonna have to switch. Alright, come on. Better pull out something, come on. There we go. That should help us out a beat. Hopefully that won't do much of anything. Hammer arm. Alright, now we can switch. Safely, that is. Alright, come on. We'll pull you and put Zapparong here. We are almost ready. The damage, come on. Alright, now let's see. A fire punch should do well. Again. That's wrong. Fire punch. One more touch should do well. Maybe that should soften it up. Again, Zapparong. Thunder punch. Fire punch. There, that should do well. Let's try this again. Go Dusk Ball. 3, 2. We're getting close. So that works. We had to write our own scripts and film it ourselves. I wrote scripts since I'm almost involved with school activity, football, band, and other sports. Are the best friends, moms work school. Sometimes you know about things before the teachers. I see. That's pretty cool. Or you better pull out Cyrano for this one. Alright. Let's try this again. Go Dusk Ball. Come on. Okay, looks like he's doing it, so I know if all else fails, the Dusk Ball does work from occasion. But I think we need to choose another type that could help us, so let's see. Let's see, dude. Hammer Ball, go! This thing is really becoming frustrating. I mean, for our Reggie, I could basically do so. Come on. Try again. Go Timer Ball! Oh, wow. That's got to hurt. We need to try again. Come on. Okay, now this thing is just... Okay, now this thing is really starting to piss me off. Alright, That should work out. But today I was actually a reporter and we got all the football players interviewed, including me. Ah, cool, Jax. Alright, let's try these again. Now that we got that back up. Come on. We almost got you. Just one bar. Come on. Wow. Yeah. This thing really is there. We're going to championship. That's wonderful. Yeah, good for your school. Anyway, come on. Let's do these. 35, come on. What? Ha! Finally, we got Reggie Rock. That should deal with the problem. So come on. We got one more we can nail, and that should be. Here we are. Gendy went to 76, Route 76. Here we are. Pokedex entry found. Regirock, the Rock Peak Pokemon. Cutting-edge technology was used to study the internals of this Pokemon's rock body, but nothing was found. Not even a brain or a heart. We got several of the Reggies. Good, good, good. You draw down the legendary clue. So that leaves only the last one. Oi, oi, it's me, Peony. You looking at yourself at that, Chief? Come again, you met the rock giant Pokemon Regirock? Ha, smash and drop, Chief. Now keep on looking at the other giants. Keep up the good work. Okay, I need to think of something, so... I can basically finish these up. We could find the other shrine and get ready for the next one. There we go. So according to the last clue, according to these, legendary clue 2, the last one is on the distant points path of 3-point pass lies a temple with 2 giants sleep. 3-point pass, eh? Where is 3-point pass? Let's see. Oh, that must be Eat. I think I know where that way is. I accidentally stumbled upon that place one time. We can cross there and get the 3-point pass. We can then reach the area. I think my friend's writing a script since I've early practiced during school, but I'm not sure we get the we get to pie our coaches after practice. Ah. Yeah, that's deeply understanding. I can find the next area where I can hit one. It needs to be a spot I can nail. Oh, that's a Poltergeist. That's the Poltergeist, not Polcha. Okay, come on. Can find where the hell the other one is. I should be happy. That's the rock. That's the steel one. We went the wrong way and went around. We went round, baby, like a record player. Yo, it's either tomorrow or Friday. Since last week, we did our morning shot to do it. Because we're doing our morning shows alive. Oh, cool. Do you do anything comedic is the question, Jax? Wait, I think we'll pop the snooze since we're not going to be needing those commercials. Let's see. If I can find the spot where I can go, I'd be happy. Could be Giant's Foot. Could that be it? Hold up. Are we in the right area? Yep, there we are. That's the area we need to go to. Then we go... Ah, damn it, not a frickin' Kaparaja. I don't want to deal with you guys. Hey, come on. Okay, come on, let's run. Come on, damn it, damn it, damn it, come on, damn it, damn it, damn it. Roaring Sea Cave. We just gotta keep moving through this river. Go here. Oh yeah, this must be one of the average. 4% of the data I need. Iron Will Pokemon. This is just looking for There we go. Was it Lucario? Leech Light. Yes, I did fail backflip on camera yesterday and we got patting we do all backflips. Huh. Hopefully you didn't hurt yourself badly. It would suck if you did. I've seen people do backflips, land on a wrong spot, and boom, hurt like hell. See enough people do that to be honest. Come on. I don't want to deal with the pilot swines. Come on. Come on. And of course. There we go. Come on. Alright, that's 14. Here we go. Oh, come on! I don't even bother you, you stupid little Riolu. Come on. I think after this, once we get to the shrine, I'm gonna pause, and that'll be it. So we'll finish up with the last Legends of Bound. There we go. 20. 22%. Good, good. We made it to the Arctic area. Aw, oh, come on! Frickin' seal. We had a coach there to catch us if we failed. Ah, good. Come on. If not, we'll just pause right here and that'll be it. So let's see if we can squeeze into that last shrine. Oh, Askews and an Avalugg. There we are, 3-point pass. And no, context-wise, this is not. Oh, I thought you were a wild one. There we are. This is it. So I'm gonna save right here. We're gonna finish up. And with that, we will be finishing up. Gotta geet. See you later. No worry, I'm wrapping up anyway. Let's get ourselves out of the cockpit and back into the cockpit and get this out of the way. So that's it for Mosi today. We made it pretty far, unlocked basically 2, and cleared an adventure and the last part of the story. So we still got a few more to do. We still need to get the last Pokemon there and the last adventure, and therefore when we complete all the adventures, that will be it for the time being. But once we wrap that up, we'll be ready. I got plans for retro stuff or chill things once we're done, so no need to worry about that. But anyway, if you like what you see here, don't be afraid to hit that follow and subscribe. Ko-Fi is the way to go if you want to donate to me directly. Blue Sky if you want to chat with me. And Archives, oops. There we go. An Archive if you want to take a look at my old stuff. Now, I gotta get ready. So let's pick a poison. I'm gonna pop in here. Who should I choose? Who should we pick to have some fun with? Let's see. Alright, I think I'm going to unleash you kids onto Lady the Laddie. They're playing Warframe at the moment. I'm gonna basically do so. You guys, I'm gonna get myself ready. You guys have a good night, pleasant tomorrow, and all that jazz. As for me, I'm gonna get myself some food, and I gotta help a family member deal with some problems. So, with remote issues, controllers, that kind of thing. But until then, you guys have a good one. Reminder, tomorrow we will be, Thursday we'll be back to Pokemon. I want to wrap up Shield, hopefully. And Friday will be the finale of our Breath of the Wild stream. But don't worry, if we do finish up the stuff, it'll be it. So, until then, guys, have yourself a good night. Say hi to the lady the laddie for me. Till then, I gotta get myself ready. Laters.